Smile of Little Leaves. I hope you're doing well. My name is Eston Evil, Unholy Force God the Void, and welcome back to Occult Crime Police, where we have been struggling to free Bottomi. I still don't know how to actually go about doing this, but while editing the second episode of this story, I did realize a couple things. Chiefly that I think I was being too efficient, I guess. Because what I did was we left the kitchen, we ran around, we completed the checklist, and then we went back to the kitchen. I think what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to do the checklist one at a time, and in between each item on the checklist, we return to the kitchen. Maybe? I'm not 100% sure. So that we can discuss, as I was expecting that we would discuss after we had gone around and done everything on the checklist. But I think we're actually supposed to discuss in between each of the things that we're supposed to check off. I'm not sure if that's actually true, but I guess we're going to find out. Another thing that I thought might have contributed to us, I think, not having the right items that we're supposed to have for that final-ish event in Acts 4. That effectively caused us to lose the game. I think we're supposed to go through the checklist perhaps in order, because one of the things that I did was kind of talk to the influencer first, because we exited the kitchen, or rather the whole space, and he was right there. So I was like, we'll talk to him first, even though he's like last on the checklist. I'm not sure if the order actually matters, but we're going to see if it maybe does, because it did occur to me that perhaps by doing something, say in the closet, will allow an additional conversation to happen with someone that we may have done if we do it in the wrong order already, if you know what I mean. Again, not sure if this is the right way to go about it, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try it that way. And I think in order to do this, we're gonna have to, this is the interrogation that we keep failing. This is in the brat's office. The brat who made the house is AI. And then this is the start of Act 3, which, in order for us to do what we want to do, we're gonna have to do it this way. So let us see if we can actually do this. September 13th, 9:02 p.m. Smart House Kitchen. So, right, we already read all of this in the previous episode. Alright, so we're taking Ash with us. So this is just setting up what we're supposed to do. Right. He's trying to open the fridge. He thinks his voice activated, but doesn't. Was this here before? I can't really remember anymore. Oh, I'm trying to click the kettle, but I guess I clicked Sukata instead. I'm pretty sure we already did this dialogue, though. I think I've gotten everything I could off the body. I'll just leave it for the time being. And then Bottomi... Right. So they're one hitbox, I guess. So we can... Because you might remember before, when I clicked up here, there was a dialogue between Ash and Warren about Ash willing to help Warren get up there, but also Warren not thinking it's necessary. Right, that's the... that must be the window the influencer photographed the body through. I wonder why he was wandering around outside the house to begin with. I think we did discuss that already. I think that's all the window. Hey, look at that little touchscreen. How did we miss that the first time we looked around? Because the idiots... Agent Dude was blocking it. So I'm pretty sure we... Because this was the first time we talked to the AI. Right. And Bud Stevenson. So we can talk to... And this is where we get the name of User Zero. Okay, so we've spoken with the AI, so that's been checked off. And this is where we learn that the backup files have been corrupted due to the power outage. And so we can show it... This is user Oren D. He has been a guest here many times prior. He has passed away, correct? Yeah, he was murdered. How unfortunate. Would you like me to call a funerary service? Right, I remember this. No, it's fine. Who would have wanted him dead? Not equipped to track human grudges, sorry. I think... I do not have a profile for the individual who left these footprints. However, I can tell you that the person was 6'3" tall and wore a blue shirt and hat. Right, so it sounds like it's him. I believe that is him over there, passed out on the floor. This confirms that Bottomi is the one who left the footprints. Which is interesting because later on in Act 4, when we try and pin, or like we try and suss out what happens, we say that the footprints are Bottomi's, but then Bottomi says that they aren't. Because it could be anyone who wears the booties that he was given by the facility. No, don't clean it up. Right. And this is where we find out about the social media access. Unfortunately, this photo was taken during the earlier power outage, when it was offline. Missing shoe. Right, the bug report. So I think the only thing left is this and the autopsy report. Right, and it still wants to clean it. Okay. So it doesn't have a record of that person. Or him. We'll probably get the same thing when we ask about this from the ID. Not registered in your profiles, but entered the premises. Recognize the piece of technology. Resembles something of some sort of wireless transmitter, right? And then we haven't met her yet. Right. Okay, I don't think we need anything else. Ah. Okay, we may have to redo this again, I'm not sure, because we, again, did it out of order. But that's fine. For now, we'll see if that... Okay. So let's try... So when we go to the warehouse, we'll be outside of this thing. And that's where the influencer is. Exploring the rest of the house is going to the bedroom. The family photo. The lights. The TV. The window. Sorry. And the trap door. Right, so we've now found the closet. Oh, sorry. Smart house creator. Okay. So let's go back to the kitchen. User Miranda, how can I help you today? So we're going to show the trapdoor, and this will get us into the... Right. Incredibly dangerous. Okay. Is there anything else? No, we don't have anything else yet. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now we have the contraption. Okay. So let's go there. House's boiler. Just don't see where the clothes are kept for dressing. Hey, whoever stocked these clothes racks doesn't have half bad taste. This is a pretty nice top. Oh, and this suit too. Take a look at this jacket. Is this me or what? This is neither the time nor the place to be clothes shopping. You're just mad because you you know you couldn't rock any of this stuff. Okay, so here we have the shoe. Yes, there is a shoe that we are looking for. Right. Okay, now we've explored the rest of the house. Okay. And then the trapdoor, which leads to the bedroom as well as to the kitchen, which is why I think that he might have fallen through here down into the kitchen. But, like, we can't seem to make that inference in the game. So now we have done 2 out of the 4 things. So let's head back to the kitchen. Can I show him evidence? No. Okay. We can't talk to him either. Oh. Huh. So checking now is checking the I guess, the overall scene that this is coming from. Huh. Okay. So according to this, we're supposed to talk to the smart house creator before talking to the influencer. I wonder, maybe I can talk to the AI about the foot or the shoe evidence. Because we've already showed them this. That was not helpful. Okay. So... let's go to Nearing's office. Okay. Computer programming manuals, the notes, more books. All the screens. This is where we get the log, I remember. Right. And then this is actually what sets off her contacting us. Because I imagine if you don't actually look at the computer, you can actually leave and not interact with her. And you really can't, like, show her evidence, which is really annoying. Okay, so now we've talked to the smart house creator. So now I want to try going back to the kitchen. We can only check things here. I guess that makes sense. So we can really only talk to the AI from here. It's literally your own record! I'm kind of curious what it says about itself. Okay. So we met Angie Nearing in person. Ah, yes, my creator instructor, the person responsible for me being. What did you think of her? She's kind of rude. I know not your human emotion of rudeness. I guess that's fair. Rudeness isn't really a... Never mind. She's still working on fixing you up, right? Oh, this is new dialogue. Yeah, she is attempting to make sure nothing was damaged in the power outage. Any idea when she'll be done? These things can take a long time. If a problem is discovered, she may take all night. Of course. Drat. Hopefully, I won't need to ask her anything else then. Marble! Hey! How are you? I am doing well. I'm not doing any better at this, but... well, hopefully we figure out something that will get us on the right track to actually beating this. Anyway, how are you? Okay, I guess we'll say goodbye. Because there's nothing else really to explore with Harper. Oh, I'm glad you're well. So we can't talk to these two, can't do anything with the body. I think once we talk to the influencer and we come back here, it'll start off chapter or act 4, which... oh, interesting. It doesn't trigger her again. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Oh yeah, the motivational thing that's not motivational at all. Ah, nope, not what I meant. Move is over here. So... we already did, but okay. Okay, so we can't do anything here. I'm confused then. Logically, I have everything. Right, because in our conversation with the brat, she talked about this. And we'll find the proof after talking to him. Can't really do anything else, though. So we can only talk to him. Right, the fake apology thing. Okay, so we can... Right, he doesn't actually have any. I do recall that he does have commentary on that. There we go. Okay, so he knew him a little bit. Your work commercial. Right. I think we showed this to him last time and he wasn't that interested in it. Right. Okay, I don't think that has anything. Okay, he doesn't really pay attention to this. I remember that they had interesting commentary on this. Right. Okay. Because once I talk to him, we'll complete this and this will launch us into Act 4. Oh wait, no, that just gets it to talk about itself. And it doesn't recognize these things. Actually, does it do anything if we show it? My sensors indicate that you have handed me a filthy object. What? Would you like me to clean it for you? What? No, give it back! My badge isn't that dirty, is it? Okay. I guess it makes sense that an AI wouldn't understand what a officer's badge is. Okay. I wonder... Right. I think I remember which ones I need to choose for this. I don't know. Oh, I thought it was provoke. Okay, apparently I don't remember. Okay, there we go. Okay. So we haven't finished with him yet. I'm just curious. Actually, now that I think about it, when we get the picture of here, can we show that to the... Okay. So now that we have that. Okay, it's more likely that we can ask the AI about this. Drat. And this doesn't actually trigger her. Present us the computer. Okay. So then... I'm confused then. Okay, and he takes the photo. Right. So we've done all of that now, which means when we go to the kitchen, but it's not like we have anything new. This is all the same evidence that we had before. Right, and they instantly kick us into this. And they still don't just take off the chip like, you know, a sensible person would do. I mean, there's no real need to, right? Okay, so his witness statement: hacking the smart house. I do have, like, from when I was editing the episode prior, I do have, like, what answers go to what. At least, for some of them. Because, again, I still can't figure out how to get past this section. I mean, we're still gonna press, like, everything. Okay, so all I had to do and it was the feedback log. Yeah. And it's just where he comes up with him hacking. Faking crime scene in 5 easy steps. Yeah, we just did that one. Right, and this is where we get Harper. Right, and I was confused that we couldn't, like, talk to Harper, the AI, more. Still creepy, right? Oh, right. So it's this last one. I think it was the footprints that we used for this. Yeah. This is where he says that the medical slippers were given to everyone. And then he comes in. It was this. And then they start working together to come up with more lies. The where, when, and how of the murder. This is what he comes up with using the implant. Right, and this is the part that I can't seem to get past. Where or when? I don't think we get to come back to that question. Last time, I think I chose where. So let's choose when this time. Maybe that'll make a difference. Mr. Darsha had just come back from the tour of the smart house when he brought me inside. So it must have been sometime around 5:40? Well, that lines up with the tour mode. When the tour mode ended in the smart house's feedback logs, sorry. In that case, Mr. Darsha would have died sometime around 5:45 or so. Is that right? Yeah, that sounds correct. Is this information important? Yeah, probably. Could you add this information to your testimony? Okay, so Mr. Darsha had just come back from the tour. I guess we'll press this. You're sure it was 5:40? Pretty sure. Oh, I love 5 o'clock. I'm sure you do. When most people need an excuse to drink, they'll say it's 5 o'clock somewhere. But when it's already 5, you don't even need to say it. You can just drink. I knew it. You, on the other hand, never need an excuse. That's because island time truly is all the time. Did I ever show you this custom watch I made? Custom watch? What? Can we please focus on the... Every hour is just replaced with the words island time. Oh my gosh. It's completely useless as a timepiece, but it reminds me of what's important in life. Of course. The line of questioning has yielded nothing only remotely useful. Even remotely useful, sorry. I think I'm barking up the wrong tree here. Okay, so it's implant to access the house. And then he stabs him in the back. Okay, so for this, I think this is what we have to use, but last time, because I had chosen the other option, the where did this take place option, I was responding to the fact that they were in the downstairs hallway. And I used the log for that. Which I think will still be correct here. Also, 540 is right before these user profiles are confirmed. I'm still not sure what profiles these are, or like, if there are actually two, or if that's something else. Now that I think about it, though, a video of the influencers, prank gone wrong, which shows the power outage occurring. A large flash can be seen and a loud boom can be heard, which was the glitter bomb going off. I'm also curious. Okay, so now at least we have a full bar at the point at which I don't know. what the answer is anymore. I feel like it's most relevant to show this, though. Okay. Okay. Then I'm wondering if it's this. Oh, okay. So this was taken at 6 p.m. We can... I mean... Sorry. Because I'm also wondering if... So, I tried the log, the shoe, the selfie, the trapdoor, and the video. Sorry. It just occurs to me, like, why do we actually have this? Aside from, like, how it implicates Nearing. But, like, we can't even talk to her. So... I mean, I guess we could talk to her later, but... I wonder if that's supposed to tell me that I should have asked the where. Let's try with the other answer. Okay, so we don't really need to press like everything this time. Let's go with just hopefully it's okay that I'm not. Oh, it's arranged differently. Oh, I guess because it's in order of like how you get it? Because this is like from way, way back when I was like first. I don't think we're missing anything though. Because like we have the same number of things. And I don't really see anything not there. Okay. Anyway, it was this one that we had to use. Okay, and the answer for this one was Everyone had to enter the kitchen yourself. And it was the footprints. And then this. And it was this one. I wonder if this is supposed to be telling you where, when, and how. So you have to start with the where. It's this one that we have to press, right? So we'll go with where this time, like we did originally. The downstairs hallway. Okay, and since I don't think pressing anything else, like, actually we'll press this, because I can't remember if we did that, like, before. And since we pressed the when, we may as well press the where. Why weren't there any blood stains in the hallway? Also, I remember that this did tell us, or like he came up with how he had the AI arms pick up and carry the body into the kitchen. So maybe it'll be useful. Why weren't there any blood stains in the hallway? Surely there would have been blood splatter onto something. It turns out that one of the things this automated butler house is really good at is cleaning. After I faked the crime scene in the kitchen, I had Harper clean up the hallway. It did such a good job, I doubt even that doctor guy over there could find any blood. And he offers to check, but for some reason Warren doesn't want to actually get evidence. It doesn't matter if you need help, what you need is evidence. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to save. we'll save over this one, because technically there's like nothing else. There's nothing else that we could do differently beforehand. And we still have Act 2 and 3, so it's fine. But like, this is where the stuff sort of stops being the same. It diverges at this point, so we'll we'll do it this way. Now, you were in the downstairs hallway at the time. I still feel like, especially in the case of where, the recovered shoe would be important. The downstairs hallway, huh? That's right. Do you reckon that Mr. Darsha lost his shoe during the house's attack? I can't remember if I read this before. I feel like I did. That sounds about right. Wait, is this actually different? Huh. Why? Well, it seems we've got a problem here, Mr. Bottomi. Gulp. Oh, I think we got it. You see, I managed to find the shoe while I was investigating. Right. Only I didn't find it in the hallway. I found it upstairs in the dressing contraption. What? Ash here confirmed for me that Mr. Darsha didn't use the contraption during the tour. Right, because she was in it, and she said it was someone else. So, do you mind explaining to me how the victim's shoe ended up in a room he never even visited? The only explanation is your entire story is a fabrication. Oh my gosh, this feels so victorious. I finally got it. This isn't right. It doesn't make any sense. I remember it so clearly, and yet it's all wrong. No! Hold your horses, Warren. Oh, this guy. Being a small town cop, I assume you have several, which you use in place of squad cars. Really, dude? What are you on about? Ha! It really is exhausting having to be the only voice of reason around here. Yeah, it is exhausting. It's not you, but it's definitely exhausting. But I guess I'm gonna have to spell it out to you. The location of that shoe doesn't prove anything about how the victim died. Of course it does! It proves he wasn't in the downstairs hallway! Does it really, though? Let's consider a few hypotheticals. The dressing contraption is basically a glorified closet, right? Who's to say it doesn't stack the same kind of shoe the victim wears? And who's to say one of those shoes didn't fall out of place? We could easily check on that, though. Yeah, we could. Alright, here's another hypothetical. Perhaps the house hid Darsha's shoe up there when it was cleaning up the crime scene. We can't confirm or deny that, since the house lost its memory in the blackout. Still, it's a completely valid possibility. And my final hypothetical. What if your little sidekick is just lying about Darsha? Like, your would-be suspect is? Lying about a lot of things? Perhaps he really did use the dressing contraption and Ash here's just covering it up. You really think I would lie to a federal officer? I did not say that right. In this business, you learn not to trust anyone, including yourself. Except for Bottomi, apparently. So, do you have anything to refute my possibilities? The finger marks and the contraption? Trapdoor? What do you mean you don't? Also, if you would just let the coroner do a better preliminary autopsy, we could probably get a lot more evidence. If you could just give me a little more time. Did you forget our little agreement? If you couldn't poke a hole in this one last testimony, you were done. We did poke a hole in it, you dumb. And well, it looks like you couldn't do it. Really? You know what that means. Louis Bottomi, you're under arrest for the murder of Orin Darsha. Wait. So we didn't actually... I really thought I could get to the bottom of things this time. I thought that if I could just solve this case, then this is still new though. Then it would be like I had never failed all those years ago. But once again, I couldn't do it. I failed the town, I failed Ash. I don't remember reading this. Damn it, all I needed was one more piece of evidence. Yeah, if that stupid brat had just actually talked. Hold everything. Nobody's arresting anybody until I show this to the sheriff warden. Warden? Warren, sorry. Also, I threw a "the" in there for no reason. Carlos, what are you doing? Okay, we did actually progress. Thank goodness. I finally finished up the autopsy report and, well, finally, you're gonna want to see this. Ah! You see that? Yeah, I see it all right. Updated autopsy report, finally. Why didn't he update the autopsy report earlier? The victim has a stab wound in his back and bruises all over his body. Exact cause of death, broken neck. Oh! Interesting. Also, I have been so focused on figuring this out, I have not hydrated. I need to do that real quick. If you are watching, please remember to hydrate as well. Oh geez, we already hit 2 hours. I'm so sorry, that took me so long. I'm gonna hydrate. If you're watching, please remember to hydrate as well. And then we'll get back into finally actually getting this done. Oh, give me a sec. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I had to re-grab my, I had to get more drink. Because that was a long hydration. Let me also we'll do that. Okay, so Agent Trang. I just need one more testimony out of this witness. Just one more and I guarantee I can expose the truth. No. What? What do you mean, what? Sorry, what do you mean, no? But also, like, what do you mean, what? Because honestly, I'm not surprised by this idiot anymore. I said you only got one last testimony, and I'm sticking by that. Technically speaking, did the testimony really end yet? But if you think you can find a flaw in the one we just heard, I'd love to see you try. What? So what do you think? Didn't we already find the flaw? He claims that it was in the hallway when clearly it was not. Can I really find another flaw in that last... What? Of course I can. Of course, this is the last piece of evidence that... This last piece of evidence was exactly what I needed. Carlos has given me a chance to turn this around. I can't waste it. Of course I can do it. Oh, things are heating up. Alright, Bottomi, let's hear that testimony one more time, alright? And don't give Miss Confidence any more info than you already have. What? So, he expects us to not suss out more information? How is this fair? This guy. Interrogation. Okay. Interesting. So it's... I guess it's still the where, the when. And the how. So... You still maintain that your firing was the motive for killing Darsha. Right, this is still the same dialogue. Wait. Can I? Because this section is the where, the when, and the how. And like, we already have the where added to a statement. So technically, or would Drang put a stop to this? Oh, so it takes the place of... We have the updated autopsy report, which is also kind of true. Is he still... Right, so we should be able to present the autopsy report as showing the cause of death was not the stab wound. Here it is, the final contradiction. Mr. Bottomi, please take a look at this. I don't understand. Well, then let me explain it to you. Your entire story from the beginning has been based on one central premise, which really should not have happened because it really should have already, you know... I'm sorry, it's just... This is something that should have been done so much sooner than it was. The updated autopsy report. But anyway... Namely, the fact that Oren Darsha was killed by a stab wound to the back. Right? Now, I just got back a finalized copy of the autopsy report. That's not what's actually written there, but... Yes, I was there when that happened. Yes, so why are you not... Never mind. Warren's just as tired of him as I am. Now, one of the most interesting things this autopsy report reveals is that the actual cause of death was a broken neck. No, that can't be right. The doctor guy must have made a mistake. Really, dude? The only mistake is that these people haven't taken your implant off yet. Like, why are they allowing it to remain on his head if they know that it's providing him with false memories? Not possible. Carlos may be eccentric, but he knows his medicine. Well, this can't be possible. I saw with my own eyes he was stabbed. You sound like you're an observer, dude. Wait, but now I'm starting to remember. Again, why aren't they taking this thing off? The machine breaking his neck? No, I know he was stabbed. How can he possibly have two memories of the same events? Because you aren't taking off the stupid thing that's giving you false memories. I remember everything so many different ways, and none of it fits each other. Are you for real, dude? What is happening to me? Boom. Okay, great. Like I said, well, maybe it's fried now, and they'll finally be smart and take it off. Did his head just explode? Medically speaking, that's super bad for you. Carlos, go check on him. I'm on it. Well, great job, Warren. You confused the witness so hard that he exploded. Dude, you literally just had to take the stupid thing off his head. Do you know how hard it is to prosecute a man with no head? Dude? You know, not for the first time, I can't help but compare his FBI badge thing to Warren's sheriff badge. Like, hers looks so much more professional. His literally looks like an art school project by like a child. Admittedly a talented child, considering like the sculpting, but still, like, I don't know if that's intentional or not. Because it could just be the artist, creators, whatever, like having a lot of fun with it. But it also seems like it's meant to be counterfeit or a fraud. Also, the color of his neck isn't quite right here. Sorry, I'm like so close to 50 followers on here, and some of you may remember I promised that at 50 followers we would graduate a tiny bit to a more animated Fugi avatar thingamabob through PNG Tuber Plus, and I was working on that for the past week or so, since like we only need 1 or 2 more followers to actually hit that goal. And in the process of updating in preparation for that, stuff like this is just really, it's on the forefront of my mind because I had to deal with that quite a bit in redoing my hair. The upgrade, like, to the avatar drawing itself is not huge or major. It's an upgrade, and it's very satisfying to me because it's a bit more, it's a bit more apropos than the hair that I currently have. But it definitely took a while to get right, especially since with the animation given to me by PNG Tuber Plus, I had to fiddle with the layers a lot. But anyway, wait a minute. Do you? Does he what? Does he know, or does he have a head? It's okay, everyone. He's waking up now. Okay. Oh my gosh, finally, it's off his head. Mr. Bottomi, are you alright? Actually, yes, my thoughts are starting to clear up. Of course they are, because this stupid thing is off your head! Oh my gosh! Jive. Wait, where's my neural implant? Where do you think? It kind of short-circuited. Nearly took your head off, actually. If the neural implant is gone, and I'm starting to think straight again. You think? Oh my gosh, someone was using the implant to control your behavior, right? Yes! Oh my gosh, I think so. Ash was right? What? Why didn't you think this before? It's a neural implant. Oh my god. I was right. I mean, I can't say for sure. But I'm starting to think I'm not the one who killed Mr. Darsha. Oh. I think that somebody else forced me to confess. Oh, this is looking good. Let's... Sure. Ha! Completed Act 4 of Occult Crime Police. Yes. Okay, let us... Okay, sure. Occupational hazards. Oh, okay, okay, so it wasn't actually that was the end. Okay, okay, this makes a bit more sense now. So that was, we just completed a chapter, Act 4, so now we're in Act 5. Cool. Okay, so it is now, oh, sorry. Professional streamer. Speaking of, we have like an hour left to stream. Huh. Should we end it here and leave Act 5 for another stream? I'm not gonna lie, I don't really hate that idea. But I kind of also just want to get into it, so... This is rich. Now you're saying you had nothing to do with this whole thing? And the only reason you confess is because your brain computer told you to. Basically? I love this so much. You see, back at the office, me and the boys have this whiteboard. What? We write down all the dumbest excuses crooks have told us. Because none of the excuses he's come up with so far were dumb. That's funny. Like, not critiquing the art or anything like that. Because, like, from experience, especially recent experience, it's hard to keep track of these things. But, like, the shading, the shadow cast by his, forearm is, a little bit not complete. So it's just weird. That should be continuing on. So that there's, like, no break here. But anyway. My twin did it. I was possessed by a vanishing ghost. That kind of thing. Every month we have a little voting party where the worst excuse wins $20. And buddy, you just won me $20. Sure. I'm gonna get me a fancy steak dinner, thanks to you. You don't believe him then? Of course I don't. It's ridiculous. Consider the two explanations here. What? Either somebody has been counter-programming this man's brain for the past 2 hours in order to fake a confession, or he killed a guy, fessed up, then got cold feet about going to jail. I agree, the whole thing sounds stupid, but it explains a lot of things. And it's not like anything else that hasn't sounded stupid in this entire thing. Such as, you know, you not removing the neural implants when you see that there is a piece of machinery stuck to his head that does not need to be there. Because, like, it's not an implant to, like, save his life or something. To, like, keep the functioning of his brain going or to prevent a tumor from growing or what have you. I don't think some of those things exist, but regardless. The general confusion, the inaccuracies, the way his story kept changing. If every guy who couldn't keep his story straight was being mind-hacked. Really, dude? Then half the guys I've locked up should have a brain chip. Or maybe you just need to do your job better? I will not have any lowbrow genre fare? What? Genre fear infesting this case, you hear me? What? Look, it can't hurt to investigate this. He said his neural implant was relegated to the base's local network, so the hacker must be somewhere in base 24. Great, that narrows the suspects down to what, 1,000? Let's start by asking Bottomi some questions. He might be able to clarify some things for us. And if his story still doesn't add up, we can put him right back on the suspect list. Fine, go ahead. In the meantime, I'm going to call my buddies and get them to put this on the whiteboard. Really, dude? Bleep? Hey! Haas! Wait until you get a hold of this one. Oh, that's him calling. Okay. Wow. This guy. Mr. Bottomi, are you feeling well enough to answer some questions? Sure, I'm actually feeling better than I have for a while now. Obviously. Did you do it? Your confession. Ooh. Okay, hang on. We need a nice little save here. Because I don't know. I think your confession, because then again, this is asking if he still thinks he did it. But like, he kind of already said that he didn't. So let's go with your confession. So you think somebody else is responsible for your confession earlier? Pretty much, yeah. Wow, so they like mind controlled you. Not exactly. It's more like they gave me fake memories of committing the crime. From my perspective, it really seemed like I had done it. It's fairly lucky for them that you had the integrity to confess. I suspect most people would have tried to cover up their crime. In fact, it would seem one such person did. I guess that was pretty stupid of me, huh? Not at all. We'll be a lot better off if there were more people in the world like you. Not how that was said, but same thing technically. Are you now able to tell which of your memories are real and which are false? Yes, I think so. Now that my connection to the implant is broken, the fake ones are starting to fade. Sort of like how a dream seems so real in the moment, but you start to forget it when you wake up. Oh! Conflicting stories? Why did your story keep changing so much? Well, my memories kept changing. obviously, to continue making you think you did it. At the time, I thought I had just been remembering things wrong. But now I think whoever did this was making new memories to counter your arguments, of course. Whenever you pointed out a flaw in my story, it really did hurt my head. From my perspective, it was like you had just proven my own memories false. It would seem like reality as I knew it was falling apart. Then don't... Oh my gosh. Sorry. There we go. Streaming mode is now on. My phone will not bother us again. Again, professional streamer. Okay. And then, just like that, I would remember something new that explained everything. It was almost a relief, even though it confirmed that I was the killer. I see, but... Wait a minute. If the true culprit was counter-programming you against my arguments, doesn't that mean they were listening in on our conversation? Yes? I still think it's the brat. Or even the AI. You know, the old horror sci-fi trope. Well, hey, you're right. But wait, it's just us in the house, right? How could someone be listening? So easily! Between the AI thing constantly surveilling the house, and just, like, I think the general surveillance in this house, which, the brat is probably connected to. Anyway, if they had access to your brain, then maybe they were listening through your ears? Or maybe they've also got access to the surveillance equipment built into this house. Oh, okay. Did you do it? Why don't we get this one out of the way first? Oh, sorry. Did you, Louis Bottomi, kill Orin Darsha? No, I'm certain of that now. I visited the smart hearse. Smart hearse! Taking your dead bodies and caskets away smartly. Oh gosh. Please never let that be a thing. That would be so disturbing. I visited the smart house earlier today, but Mr. Darsha was already dead when I arrived, right? Why did you go there? I don't know, come to think of it. A suggestion from the implant, clearly. I just suddenly got the thinking that it would be a good idea to check out the kitchen. Hey, you don't think I was already being controlled at that point, do you? Of course you were. I did think it was weird how excited I was to splash around in that mud. Really? Hey! Those footprints. Could this mystery culprit have been clever enough to fake incriminating evidence against Mr. Bottomi? I called it! I told you all! Those muddy footprints were fake. I mean, I thought that maybe the AI had taken the victim's shoes, gotten them muddy, and then made footprints on the floor to implicate some other person. And that's why one of his shoes was missing, and I was expecting the shoe to be found with mud on it. But anyway, thank you, Lau. Lau? Lu? This has been very helpful. I'm gonna go walk around and clear my head if that's okay. Sure. Go ahead, you've been through a lot today. Just, make sure you keep any chips away from your head. Excuse me, Sheriff Warren. Whoa, he's back. You again? Miss Angela Nearing wishes to speak with you regarding the murder. Now she wants to talk? Oh, of course. Where is she? Don't worry, I'll wheel her into you. Of course, because she's not actually coming here in person. Thanks. Wait, wheel her in? What the? Hello, Sheriff. I've come because I thought I could... Wait, can you see me? I'm sorry, what am I supposed to be seeing here? A complete and absolute brat. Guard, get over here! You set the TV to the wrong input, you moron! Sorry, hang on, I need to hydrate again. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry. I'm back. Sorry. I don't get it. I have it set to HDMI 1 and everything. Well, keep trying one until it works. Wow, they're not even good at IT. Like, tech support. They're not good at tech support. They would get, like, 0 stars from me. Ah, there we go. Great, now get out of my sight! This person is absolute garbage. They need a reality check. What on earth? You do not talk to other people like that. Like, if you want to insult people, then do it in your own time, in your own space. Do not actually insult other people. Like, when I say don't insult other people, I mean treat other people with respect. If you want to be disrespectful, then you can, you know, rant and rave about them on your own. Yes, ma'am. Rude. Now, Sheriff, you can see me now, yes? I really wish we didn't have to. I see a mid-2000s AV club set up with your face on it, if that's what you mean. I was under the impression that she would be coming to speak with me in person. Yeah, but she's too trashed for that. Sorry. She annoys me so much I don't even want to bother saying her lines. Or, like, the more annoying parts of her interactions. If you want that, find a better streamer. See, as much as I wish to help with your investigation, I'm still incredibly busy fixing this house. I find that very hard to believe. Because, like, if you wish to help with the investigation, you would help. I'm sure you understand that my life's work is a little bit more important. No, considering that someone else's life has been taken away, your work is not more important, nor will it ever be. Than solving a murder, right? Well, see, here's the thing about that. The only reason why your work would be more important is because your work is saving your ass from anyone thinking that you're the one who did it. Or that your AI did it for you. Oh boy, here we go. Agent Drang, I think you're going to want to hear this. What is it? Are you going to tell me that the television woman is the killer? Are you... Do you think that this person isn't real or something? Well, the thing is, I'm sort of the one who hacked that guy's neural implant. I knew it. What? You mean his asinine fake memory excuse was real? Yeah. And you decided to frame him for murder. Why? I need a drink. Hey, medicine man! What's his face? Really, dude? Who, me? Give me that. No, my Marge! What the hell was that? Slurm? Hashtag not spawn. A margarita? What'd you think it was? But there's no tequila in this! Have you been drinking straight margarita mix this entire time? You didn't think I was really drinking on the job, did you? Oh, respect! He wasn't actually getting drunk, okay. Somehow, this is worse than if you were. It really isn't. I mean, maybe from a health standpoint, I don't know how dangerous drinking margarita mix straight is, but... Miss Nearing, I'm not sure if you understand what you just said. Does anyone understand what's going on? If you're the one who made Lou Bottomi confess the murder, wouldn't that make you the true killer? What? No. See, you're missing a few facts about Orendarsh's death, which you failed to share with us beforehand because you are just the absolute worst. The truth is, it was an accident. I thought so. He fell through the trap door. He couldn't manage to pull himself out of it, even though he did try. That's why there's the fingerprints on the floor. He fell through, and since the chute is a direct line from the bedroom to the kitchen, he went through the closet, lost his shoe, and he fell and broke his neck. And then someone had the brilliant idea to, you know, probably have the AI stab him in the back with a knife while Lou Bottomi watched. And then she decided to hack Lou Bottomi's implant chip to his brain to provide him with false memories to cover up, you know, the whole thing. An accident? What, did he fall down the stairs? Nope, he fell through the trapdoor, through the stupid closet, and into the kitchen. No, nothing like that. It was a malfunctioning piece of tech here in the house, which you are responsible for. Oh, do you mean... They grab her hands, the dressing contraption. The alarm system. We're gonna go with dressing contraption. After all, we found a shoe in there while investigating. Yes, that's the false... That is the fateful place where Mr. Darsha met his end. But how is a glorified wardrobe even capable of killing a man? Dude. Is it not obvious? I mean, like, realistically speaking, you yourself recognized how dangerous it is. That the contraption can literally just... Never mind. More than a third of household injuries occur in the bathroom, after all? Why are you bringing up the bathroom? We're dealing with a bedroom, a closet, and a kitchen. And as it turns out, a machine which forces clothes onto a human body can also be dangerous. Obviously, you absolute moron! But I mean, it was only a teensy-weensy rounding error. Is she high? How do you consider this a teensy-weensy rounding error? How was I supposed to know that something like that would be enough to break his neck? Probably because the force required to break a human's neck is actually, like, recorded. Like, just watch Mythbusters. Hashtag not spawn, but like, they have tested these sorts of things. And also, it's just, I'm pretty sure there's academic research using, like, let's just say when you donate your body to science, this is the sort of thing you're donating your body to science for. So that they can test things, such as how much force does it take to break a human neck on your science-donated body. Anyway, I see. Carlos, can I talk to you over here for a second? Oh? Sure, Chief. I don't know if Miss Nearing is aware of this, but she's already confessed to several crimes. Yeah, because she's an idiot. Maybe she thinks that since Mr. Darsh's death was an accident, she isn't culpable. Yeah, no, that's not how it works. You'd create a giant metal death trap. You're going to get sued. But since it's her own invention which killed him, it counts as criminally negligent homicide. Manslaughter. All of the killers. All of the killer stuff. Not to mention the fact that she tampered with the crime scene and obstructed a murder investigation. Yeah. Shoot, you're right. Well, we can't tell her now. She might bolt before we have a chance to arrest her. Exactly. That's why I need you to go find her. Oh, you're finally putting him to use. Or rather, not that you're putting him to use, you're finally relying on him instead of only on yourself. Because, like, remember, he offered to check around to confirm or disprove what Bottomi was saying before about the arms tossing about the corpse, but then cleaning up all the blood and stuff. Like, she told him that he didn't have to go look or investigate the hallway, but she said it was that she declined his offer because she didn't need the help or whatever. And it's like, just take the help. Me? Yes. I've got to stay here and keep her talking so that you can track her down. You mean I get to place her under a citizen's arrest? He's a coroner, would that... I guess that would be? You don't need to do that. You work for the sheriff's department, so you're already authorized to do regular kinds of arrests. Right? That's what I thought. I know, but citizen's arrests always sound so cool. What? Focus, Sukata! You're the only one I can trust with this. I mean, you could technically trust Ash, maybe? Although, yeah, I guess Ash is still a bit of a kid, so probably send the adult? Question mark? I won't let you down, Chief. Boy, do I have to go to the bathroom. Let me just duck out and make my way there. To the bathroom, that is. Bro. Which is where I'm going. Poor Warren. You better not go in any of the smart house bathrooms. What? Why? What? Does that mean that the smart house itself doesn't have a bathroom that's usable? The pipes aren't actually connected to anything yet. You are such a useless... Then again, she's responsible for the AI, maybe not for the house itself. It seems like it's splitting hairs when you're trying to market yourself as someone who made a smart house, but okay. They're not? No, they're not. Why do you ask? Did he already use them? More importantly, does that mean that there's no, like... Does the fridge actually work then? Whatever. Because I feel like we checked the fridge before, didn't we? I know that we interacted with the fridge, but I can't remember if we actually opened it and looked inside. Whatever. No reason. Miss Nearing, can you tell me more about this accident? know the acronyms already. Yes, thank you. I don't care. See, how on earth was I supposed to guess that? Oh, dear Lord. My testimony? Really? Whatever. Okay. We are going to need to save it here. Just in case. After the tour, Darsha came to ask me a few questions about the smart house. Okay. He, of his own volition, decided to test out the dressing contraption. Sure. Needless to say, it didn't go so well for him. I knew that an accident on the day of the smart house's unveiling would be bad press. Really? So I framed that buffoon with the neural implant and tricked him into confessing. You're smiling as you say this? I see. Just one more thing. This second figure in the influencer's photograph here. The one on the left. Would that be you? Yes. Very perceptive, officer. Okay. I came down to check on Oh my gosh, she actually came in person! That's so amazing! Can you tell I can't stand this brat? Only to find that fool standing in the window. Really, dude? I darted aside just in time to avoid being fully exposed by his photograph. I was able to pass my silhouette off as that of the guinea pig Bottomi. Really? Does that fully satisfy your inquiring mind? Alright. What's our MO right now? We just need to keep her talking long enough that Carlos can figure out where she's holed up. And if possible, find any holes in her story. But shouldn't Miss Nearing's statement be the truth, so to speak? See, I thought so too, but something in her story doesn't line up for me. Okay, let's see if we can figure out what it is. Warren! What now? You better fix this quick. What? Fix what? This whole case! We had everything wrapped up all neat and tidy. No, you did not. But then you just had to go pick at every little scab you saw. Because it was all a lie? And now we got Computer Woman and mind control and all this other crap. Really, dude? You're worried about paperwork? Good. Suffer. I hope every single paper you have to deal with gives you a paper cut. Your office has specific paperwork related to mind control? Of course we do! It's the FBI, isn't it? I'm still not convinced you're real. Now bring me someone to arrest before I pick one at random. How are you FBI if that's your... Boy, I bet Internal Affairs would have a field day with this guy. Can we sick IA on this dude? Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's... Sure. Okay. After the tour, Darsha came to ask me a few questions about the smart house. I guess let's just press everything, because I don't really know, and it certainly helped before. I would never have gotten the, I would have never gotten out of Act 4 if I hadn't pressed and gotten where, as well as when, those options. So, shouldn't the tour have told him everything he needed to know? It's a dreary yet necessary process when selling to... She's so pretentious, I can't stand her. Right? What kind of things was Mr. Darsha asking about? Money, of course. How much does each arm cost? What's the specific? What's the price to benefit ratio for each feature? Reasonable questions, considering, you know, you could just do things yourself instead of having a creepy smart house invading your privacy 24/7. Really? It's not a revolution at all. Why are you comparing something that you built to something that is a part of nature? These things are not equivocal. I swear I must have run into the annual narcissist convention or something. For real though. He, of his own volition, decided to test out the dressing contraption. I do find this to be really unbelievable. Like, if his interest was in money, why would he test anything out? It sounds more like she's trying to hide that she pushed him into it. You sure seem insistent that it was Darsha's own decision to use the contraption. I can't talk. Why is that? I just don't want anyone here thinking that I made him do anything. Sure. Otherwise, I just know some clown at the insurance agency is going to be like, oh, you were the one who made him try it out, so it's your fault that he died. It's already your fault. So let's just set the record straight here and now. Darsha wanted to test it. Where's your proof of this? He was all riled up about how he didn't get to try it during the tour, so he made me run him through it. I find that really hard to believe. If I'd had time beforehand, I could have noticed the bug in the contraption and fixed it. More importantly, if you're saying that he wanted to use it during the tour but couldn't, then where was the bug during the tour? Right? Care to elaborate on that point? Sure, but it's very technical and graphic. What? Basically what happened is there was a slight rounding error in the contraption's algorithm. As a result, it mistook Mr. Darsha's skull for a nightcap, which needed to be removed. What? That doesn't make any sense. I didn't see any of this, mind you. Sure. This is all extrapolated from the state of his body as well as my own knowledge of this subroutine. Wait, what? If it thought that his skull needed to be removed, wouldn't his head be... So you're saying that his neck was broken before he was in the closet, or? Really, dude? I know what a cervical vertebra is. Now you already know that the house sensors can't recognize a human after they've died. So when the house realized it was holding an unfamiliar matter, it executed its error routine, which in this case is to drop the foreign matter through the exit hatch. What exit hatch? Because, like, the only exit hatch that could be involved is the one to the contraption from the bedroom, or to the kitchen from the contraption. In which case, why would you drop foreign matter in such general areas? Wouldn't you drop foreign matter in some sort of container? Or, like a bin? Well, that certainly explains the broken neck and the bruises. What about the victim's stab wound? I'm getting to that! No, you're not. I knew that an accident on the day of the Smart House's unveiling would be bad press. Sure. That's all it was to you? Bad press? Yeah, because she's trash. How is someone dying trivial? Exactly what it should be. That you created a monster. Because that's exactly what happened. Dangerous house breaks man's neck. I just tweaked the headline to Crazy Guy Kills Boss Inside Super Cool House. Your house thing is not super cool, dumbass. This is what we in the business like to call public relations. No, that is not PR. So you're the one that stuck the knife in the victim's back. No, of course not. You think that you programming or whatever, anything to put a knife in that guy's back is not you stabbing him. She's really stupid, isn't she? But what about the footprints made by Lou Bottomi? Easy, I spotched them around the outside of the house. And then I convinced that stooge to take a stroll around. It was child's play, really. But why such an elaborate ruse? Why bother with all of this if your deception was so full of contradictions? Well, to be honest, I didn't figure you cops would be quite so inquiring. I figured you saw a knife in someone's back and a guy saying I did it. Then you wouldn't bother yourself with anything that didn't quite line up. Yeah, like there's an FBI agent that really seems to be fake. I'm afraid that while your technique might have worked on some people... Hey, what are you looking at me for? I think the reason is kind of obvious, dude. It didn't quite work on me. Okay, we're gonna save here. And I think... I want to see actually if, because it says safety protocols deactivate. The 2 user profiles confirmed might be Nearing and Darsha both entering the bedroom, or maybe going straight to because also this is the dressing contraption. That's what TDC must stand for. So this is going to be him supposedly testing the thing out. But the fact that the safety protocols were deactivated here a minute before, I feel is probably pertinent. Really? I can feel Drang's glare on me from halfway across the room. Hey, we're just stalling for time so Carlos can get her. Okay, if it's not that, then maybe it's this. You know, Miss Nearing, I'd really hoped that breaking Mr. Bottomi out of his trance would resolve this whole affair. But it seems you were determined to draw this out as much as possible. What are you babbling on about? You claimed that Mr. Darsha was fully willing to test out the dressing contraption. Not just that, but that he himself was the one who insisted on trying it. But why would a willing participant leave scratch marks on the carpet leading to the trapdoor? What's this now? Really? And you must know, because why else would the markings have been wet? Because remember, Warren noted that it seemed like someone had tried to clean it. While searching the bedroom, I found scratch marks leading up to the point where the floor opens up. Now, the only way I can think to explain something like that is if someone were desperately attempting to avoid falling into the dressing contraption. Wow, I didn't know that Miss Nearing was capable of being caught off guard. Or that anybody could unironically say yipes. So, Angie, care to explain how these scratch marks got there? Ha! You think you've made some brilliant deduction? Who's to say those scratch marks are from today? Are you serious? You're trying to say that it happened... Sorry. I just... Huh? The Smart House project has been in development for years now. Years, and you still weren't ready for launch? Because remember in the email, she was complaining about how there's so many bugs and how she might need to start from scratch because the entire thing is such garbage. But they were rushing to go for the reveal. Apparently because it's been in progress for years now. Like... That doesn't make any sense though. If it's been years and they would have... Oh wait! I just realized. I know what to say to this. Because in that email, they were talking about how there was no carpeting in the bedroom. The carpeting was just put in. So this is like such a bald-faced lie. Of course we can. As a matter of fact, I do. Impossible! Statistically improbable? That may be, but the odds are in my favor tonight. Here is the proof that the scratches in the carpet are from today. Yep. Oh my gosh. Sorry. You must have been very busy the past few days, Miss Nearing. Oh yes, oh wait. This is a lead-in. Busy enough, it seems, to forget about this email exchange between you and Mr. Orandarsha. You went through my emails? You can't do that! I mean, they were right there. Let's take a look at this particular section. The new carpets will be ready in time for the tours. I've got contractors coming in the day before the event. As you can see, the scratch marks on the carpet must be from today, because the carpeting wasn't even there before yesterday. This doesn't change anything, you know. Was it an accident? And even if it wasn't an accident, your attempts to cover it up and then also frame someone else really are not excusable. Oh my gosh. So, like, have you all ever... I'm sure you have. But, like, just... This screams... a high schooler? Who is, like, working on their final... their final, like, essay or whatever for class. And they're revising and revising and revising because you should never hand in your first draft. And like each time their document is saved under essay, first draft, essay, second draft, essay, third draft, essay, final draft, essay, final draft, essay, final for real draft, essay, final for real final draft. And so on and so forth. Oh my gosh. That was not testimony. That was alphabet soup. Bad? I don't even know what that is. Syllable puke, a malfunctioning junior jumble. Syllable puke, we'll go with that. As a matter of fact, it was a series of acronyms. Yeah, no, it was alphabet soup. Probably, honestly. Oh my gosh. Okay, honestly, I don't quite have the patience for this, and it is almost when I usually end stream anyway. So, we are actually going to end stream here. We will pick back up with the brat and continue distracting her while Carlos hunts her down. Oh my gosh. I'm terribly sorry it took me so long to get through Act 4. But we are at least now in Act 5, and we're getting through relatively well now. Hopefully when we pick this back up sometime next week, theoretically, we will have a similar good progress. And who knows, maybe next time we'll actually complete this. I don't know. I think Infinity Nikki will update in the middle of next week. Maybe? No. I think we still have like almost 2 weeks left. Right? Sorry, I'm just thinking because Infinity Nikki has started teasing their next update release. So like, yeah, no, we only have a week left, so it must be sometime in the middle of next week. Probably Thursday, maybe. They're going to update, and then 2 weeks from now we will have Mirrorland Monday. But next week, Monday, I think we'll be doing Adventurescape Mysteries. We're finally going to get into Paradise Mystery, the beach mystery. Perfectly applicable for July and going into August. So we will be rejoining Kate for a brand new mystery. Lots of fun. And I think we'll pick this up on Friday? Probably. Not 100% sure. But probably. So yeah, I think that's roughly how scheduling is gonna work. So we just get mysteries, then we're going to return to this game. We're going to see if we can finish up with the brat here and solve the mystery, and then Infinity Nikki will return the week after. Because honestly, super excited. We're getting back into the main storyline with this update 2.8, and we're going to be going to the Titans Grand City. So I'm super excited to go explore a brand new location. But anyway, that is not for another week and a half probably. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for joining me. Thank you especially Marble for stopping in. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, subscribe, follow, however works for you, wherever it is you're watching this. Currently live on Twitch, later as a VOD on YouTube. And I will see you all on Monday for Adventurescape Mysteries. We're going to rejoin Kate, and we're going to go to the beach with her. And Melissa, her friend. Her very fun friend. We're going to solve a mystery with her and Melissa together. So, oh, sorry. It's been a while since I was able to stream, so I'm really, really happy to be back, because some of you may have seen my notice the note that I put in the schedule. We had like days of a heat wave that was like almost an entire week, and it was exhausting. Ugh, just too much heat. So I was not really able to properly function. So for a while I couldn't function because of the heat. Then I couldn't function because I was recuperating from the heat. And so we had like no streaming for a while. But I'm back, and hopefully I will be able to remain because I missed you all. I miss streaming. I miss the satisfaction of getting it right and figuring things out, especially with all of you here. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have fun. I hope you had a good time. And hopefully I will see you at the next stream on Monday with Adventure Escape Mysteries. But until then, all my love. Bye!